Ellen, what I mean, this guy here that was, I guess, comfortable with $15,000. If he was in that territory and say was only doing 12 or 13, what might be some of his thought processes? What might he be thinking about?
I don't think that it's done consciously. Number one, I think it's ingrained, like I have mentioned in weeks before, our ingrained beliefs about ourselves, and that has something to do with our environment. How we see ourselves and how other people, we think that other people see us. So a lot of times has to do with we're afraid of going outside our comfort zone. And going outside of your comfort zone has to do with what you believe about yourself. Okay? Because if you know that you can do better, you're gonna work at it and you're gonna go and do it. Because you know that you're not willing to take less than.
So let's stay with that thought. Let's say that the boss was threatening this guy that if he didn't do at least $18,000 in the latter example, do you think he could have done the $18,000, or his comfort zone would have still kept him at the $15,000 area and caused him a lot of life's frustrations?
I don't think that it has to do with what the manager has to tell him, because it's something that you do it. Is you have to change your belief system. You change your belief system. There has to be a reframing of your belief about who you are. And when you know who you are, that's why I keep saying, when you understand who you really are. And a lot of us don't know who we are. We just think that we are, I'm Ellen, I work for XYZ company, and this is how much I make. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, but that's not who I am. That's not who I am. I'm more than that. Those are just identities that I identify myself with. But that's not who I am. I am more than that. There's a divine essence in me, in you, that if you know that you're deserving or of more, you just have to continue to your belief system about who you really are.
So I'm getting this as something like a cruise control on a car. If we're out on the expressway and we set the cruise control for 65 miles an hour, that level of self-worth is going to keep you at 65 miles an hour, whether you're going down a hill or going up a hill. Correct?
That's right. That's right. So it's very important. I think that the main thing that we have to work on is, some people that have low self-esteem or low self-worth, they will settle for less, right? Because that's where their self-worth is. Just like this guy, that was a perfect example. He had a low self-worth. He didn't think that he could make more than $15,000 a year. It didn't matter what region he was set in, right? So it's this how he sees himself. So he sees himself as a boundless, limitless person that can make as much money as he wants to, no matter where he's set at or where he's sent to sell. Or that also goes with the boundaries that we have for ourselves. And what I really want to say is that low self-esteem and boundaries, is different, because boundaries comes from having high self-worth. You said you have intentionally know what you're willing to take and what you're not willing to take. You're not coming from fear. You're coming from a place of these are my standards. And if you can't meet my standards, then I don't need to be doing business with you, or I need to be around you. Yet when we have low self-worth or low self-esteem, now what we're doing is that we're coming from fear. It's fear-based. It's not from the inner knowing. And that's the reason why I say is self-worth is building from the inside out. And self-esteem is